Hello, little dreamers. Welcome back to Realms of Possibility. Tonight, let's go on another beautiful, peaceful adventure with one of God's bravest prophets, Elijah. Elijah loved God with all his heart. But sometimes, being brave and telling the truth wasn't easy. Are you ready to hear how Elijah listened to God even when things got really hard? Let's begin. One hot day, Elijah walked up the rocky mountain of Mount Carmel. He wasn't alone. Hundreds of people had gathered. Why? Because Elijah had a big message. Only the Lord is the true God. But the people weren't sure. Some were following a pretend god called Baal. Elijah felt sad. He wanted everyone to know the real loving God. So, he said, "Let's build 2 altars, one for Baal and one for the Lord. Let's see which one sends fire from heaven." The people said, "Okay." They watched with wide eyes. The prophets of Baal shouted and danced all day long. But nothing happened. No fire, no whisper, just silence. Then Elijah stepped up. He gently whispered a prayer to God. "Lord, show everyone that you are the one true God." Fire fell from the sky. It burned up the stones, the wood, even the water Elijah had poured all over the altar. Everyone gasped. "The Lord is God! The Lord is God!" they cried. Elijah smiled, but his heart was tired. Being brave was hard, and some people were still angry with him, especially Jezebel, the wife of King Ahab. That night, Elijah ran. He ran and ran into the wilderness. He felt scared and alone. He curled up under a tree and whispered, "God, I'm tired. I can't do this anymore." But God didn't forget Elijah. He sent an angel who gently touched him and said, "Get up and eat." And there beside him, warm bread and water. With new strength, Elijah walked for 40 days until he reached Mount Horeb. There, he found a quiet cave to hide in. God asked, "Elijah, why are you here?" Elijah said, "I've tried so hard, but I feel all alone." So God said, "Stand on the mountain, Elijah." Suddenly, a strong wind blew, but God wasn't in the wind. Then came an earthquake, but God wasn't in the shaking. Then came a fire, but still, God wasn't in the flames. Then came a gentle whisper. It was God. His voice was soft, like a kind hug in the wind. Elijah felt peace. He wasn't alone. God was always with him. Even in the quiet, Elijah heard a quiet voice say, "Elijah, what are you doing here?" Elijah answered, "Dear God, I've tried so hard to do what's right, but the people have stopped listening to you. They've knocked down your special places and hurt those who speak for you. I feel all alone, and now people want to hurt me too." But the Lord said kindly, "Elijah, go back the way you came. I have special jobs for you to do. I want you to help pick new leaders and find a new helper named Elisha. He will be a prophet like you one day." Then God added something wonderful. "Elijah, you are not alone. There are still 7,000 people in Israel who love me and have never followed the false god Baal. You're not by yourself. I've kept many others safe too." Years later, Elijah had a good friend and helper named Elisha. They walked together, laughed, and told people about God's love. One day, Elijah said, "God is going to take me to heaven today." Elisha felt a little sad. "I want to go with you," he said. So they walked and walked until, whoosh! From the sky came a chariot of fire and horses of fire, bright like the sun. It came between them, and Elijah was carried up into heaven in a whirlwind. Elisha watched with wide eyes, his heart filled with awe and wonder. Though he missed Elijah, he knew God was still with him too. Elisha picked up Elijah's cloak, took a deep breath, and and kept going. Elijah's story is full of big things: fire from the sky, chariots of heaven, and miracles in a river. But do you know what the most special part was? When Elijah was scared, God didn't shout. He didn't send fire. He sent a whisper, a soft voice that said, "I'm with you." God is with you too, little dreamer. When you're scared or tired, when things feel big or hard, He is whispering love and peace into your heart. You are never alone. Moral of the story: be brave like Elijah, even when others don't agree. Listen for God's voice, especially in the quiet moments. Be kind and obedient like Elisha. Believe that God can help, just like He did for Elijah. If you loved tonight's adventure, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Realms of Possibility. Every bedtime is a new chance to dream with God. Good night, little dreamer.